Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the San Diego State Aztecs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bearcats will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Aztecs offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying to get to it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bearcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys in the leads. These are the guys getting everybody organized. They have to play well for their team to succeed.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to take the top off. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Nice move to keep moving. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Running back goes in motion. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Gets it to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun. Wants to pass. And they got him for the sack. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll leave it with him. Great move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. To the air on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Aztecs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Still looking on the move. And here's the third interception of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. They bring him down, and that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's McKinney. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gonna take a shot, and it's his 4th interception of the night. Picks it off and runs it back before stepping out of bounds and setting up his offense as we begin the 2nd quarter. How about these two running games so far, and dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Rides to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Aztecs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the ground with the back. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 35, he's got room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, San Diego State. A great catch and run for 6. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David.
He uncorks one deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. It's reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. To the air, it's O'Neal. Caught. And he's dragged down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Just
going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. He wants to throw here on second down. Setting up the screen. Still running at the 40.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard. Just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stuff.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got him downfield. Touchdown, San Diego State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position. Go make some things happen. Force some turnovers. Play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll crank up this drive with the pass.
And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Snagged in the middle, it's McKinney. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The back goes in motion. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bearcats are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're bringing heat. They're setting up the screen. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And the comeback is on. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're just about ready to kick it away.
San Diego State, 35.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing.
Open runway ahead. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Aztecs. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
In the end zone.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Might be looking to run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one.
Picked off. Looking for more room. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Diggs. Touchdown, San Diego State. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Caught close to the marker, it's McKinney. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking for a gap. It's McKinney. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Green. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's O'Neal. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Aztecs. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in...
Time to take a shot. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will audible. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
The give as they work on that clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Makes the grab down the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Already he find a hole in that secondary? Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, San Diego State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this.
And that pass picked off. Oh, he left him grabbing. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into it.